North Kalang Temple, late 10th century.
Thousands of people over there, and yet you come over this side and then do it.
They don't advertise this one, which would have been quite grand in its day.
So I heard that these towers were used for a form of justice.
There was two warring families. They used to put one family in each tower and leave them there, and then when one family got sick, they were the guilty ones.
Pretty simple.
Wow. Hey, what was that? Yeah, this seems a bit forgotten about. Village King there, right? Reliefs on the ground.
So that's the Terrace of the Elephants over there, but we're going to give that a miss today, and we're going to explore this bit here.
Terrace of the Leper King. So that's where the king used to sort of sit right up there, and then he'd watch out over his army and
this was sort of the gathering area for everyone.
So this is where he did all the celebrations and the...
And that channel, passageway, whatever you want to call it down there, that's where we're going to explore. It's actually full of surprises.
No, steps. Yeah, I was thinking it might have been a drop-off. I'm going to walk very, very quietly through here. So you can see how it's clad. It's got the lava stone, or what's the stone called? And then the sandstone over the top so they can do the carvings.
Terrace of the Leper King is built in the Bayon style, which was constructed under Jayavarman VII. The detail shown in the carvings in this section is just incredible. It's quite overwhelming trying to take it all in.
So detailed.
You could spend hours here just studying each individual face and the beauty of their headdresses.
See up there where this is just like a cladding. It's like a hidden alleyway, this. Before you never knew it was here, but now they've got a sign going this way, which is really unfair. Aren't quite finished.
Following today's theme of secret Angkor spots, we're headed off to Preah Pithu now, which is just tucked in behind all these restaurants here.
This tree is like massive.
It's like that tree of life out of Avatar.
I know. So here we are at Kor Sak Temple, early 12th century, and this is the west entrance. This was, this main section here was closed and under restoration a couple of years ago. And you can see by the lighter sections that they're the replacement bits. And they do a really good job. Yeah, so everything's back up. They've even reset a lot of the floor here. But the good thing about it is that they don't do a full restoration of it. I mean, these balustrades here from Naga Head to Naga Head would link up, but they just do enough to show you what it should look like. And it's excellent. It's a great job. And here we are. Come through the entrance.
These 5 temples are an absolute gem. There's generally so few people here, you can really explore in peace and feel like you're one of the first people to ever see this place.
So it's a bit like a graveyard here of stone. Some very decorative stuff. Lintels, feature walls and stuff, but it's a lot of stone. And that would have been a big linga. It'd be a job and a half trying to put this back together. But this is quite typical of what a lot of them did look like. So it is a credit to them.
Although they're generally in a pretty poor condition, there's bits and pieces of carvings from lintels and other such pieces that are still floating around the area.
Doesn't look the safest.
It's just fascinating to explore.
Would have been a reasonable sized tree in its day. Speaking of which, look at these things. They are just ginormous. So a couple of years ago, none of these had name plaques on them at all. Little shrine in this one. You wouldn't expect to see these in these little tiny ones.
We'll visit this one.
So as you can see, there's plenty of old temples and ruins and stuff to explore. Now here we are, we've visited a couple of the smaller little temples across from the Terrace of the Leper King. 5 temples, they're all in different array of ruin, but it's quite good. It's all surrounded by a jungle and quite clean and tidy, and there's virtually no one around except for a guard that's kept sticking his head around the corner to have a look at what we were doing. It's quite warm, but more humid than anything. Yeah, as soon as you get in the sun, it's scorching.
A bit more stable than last time from memory.
Yeah, I think this section here may have been propped up.
I've heard so many travellers say that basically road trips just mean sleeping. I can't stop watching out the window, or in our case, watching from the tuk-tuk. Such a fascinating way to see the country, feel the wind in your hair, smell the street food being cooked on the sides of the road. This is just awesome. Our friend Sokkhak explained to us that these interesting contraptions are referred to as tak-taks because of the tack, 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 tack noise that they make as they drive past.
Another morning exploring.
Yeah, and so at the end of another trip, basically, I'm gonna go back and pack.
Well, we've had a good trip. We basically been here 2 weeks. Fantastic paintings.
Saying we're going to stop and look at them, but every time we see them, we're on our way back to town and we're tired. Late at night, late at night.
Hey babe, how was dinner?
Absolutely beautiful. It was, I think it was pretty much exactly the same dish we had with Sokkhak the other morning on the way to being Malay for breakfast. Cambodian curry, noodle soup sort of thing. Just divine, so nice. And potentially our last dinner, because tomorrow night we're going to Angkor Wat to watch the sunset with Sokkhak, so not sure when we'll get back. Then we go home. But yeah, the magnificent restaurant, perfect way to have our last dinner.
Yes.
So this is Sokkhak River Restaurant.